We say a hello and welcome to each and every one of you joining us in our ongoing coverage of Tiny Whoop Freestyle and Tiny Whoop Racing around the globe is featured here on the official Tiny Whoop YouTube channel. Tonight we go inside of the Alley Cat Coffee House in beautiful Fort Collins, Colorado. The atmosphere is one of a kind and is a welcome home of many travelers, locals, gypsies, and hippies, visited frequently by many great artists, writers, and musicians of northern Colorado. And it is here this evening, under the guidance of cafe manager Hunter Horsful, that we will decide the champion of the Tiny Whoop Alley Cat Coffee Cup Invitational, the final stop before the World Championships. For 3 consecutive evenings, some of the best micro racers in the industry have yawed, pitched, and rolled their way around the course, crashing into coffee mugs, punching out full throttle into serving stations to the amazement of patrons and racing fans. Through practice, qualifying, and elimination rounds, our field has been narrowed to our fastest coffee house racers, each poised to claim the top of the podium, yet knowing the final grid is full of former and reigning champions of drone racing. Each of these professional racing pilots will be flying a Tiny Whoop, the meanest, fastest, and scalable micro-quad in multi-rotor racing. Tiny Whoops are about to fly in this final battle for micro multi-rotor supremacy before the World Championships. Now let's meet your pilots in the Tiny Whoop Alley Cat Coffee Cup Invitational Final Championship Race. Jesse P. Jesse Perkins. You know him as the creator of the Tiny Whoop and TinyWhoop.com, but he is also the founding member of Team Big Whoop and an accomplished micro and full-scale pilot. Full scale, he has hit podiums at such races as the Phoenix Cup, Multi-GP Team Racing Championships in 2015, and all season has been unstoppable at Tiny Whoop races from New York to Shanghai. Next up, MOKE, Travis McIntyre. One of the original DRL, Drone Racing League pilots on ESPN, MOKE is known in the industry for his artistic freestyle sessions and consistent approach to racing. Also in the championship, Jet, Jordan TEMKIN. Fast, calculated, and almost unstoppable, Jet is one of the most award-winning pilots in America, if not the world. Last year's Unlimited Class Champ in the California Cup, the TBS Mega Drone X 5-inch Class Champion, the 2016 Multi-GP Reserve National Champion, and of course, the first ever and reigning Drone Racing League, or DRL, World Champion. And finally, NODEVA, Christian AVEDON. He's the pilot to beat, last year's 3S Class Champion and Reserve Freestyle Champion at the Utah Cup, plus podium appearances at XDC2, Colorado Multi-GP Summer Bash, and qualifications, the World Drone Prix, Drone Nationals, and the prestigious Multi-GP National Championship. Most notably, NODEVA is the reigning micro racing world champion from 2016. Will the champ claim one last victory rolling into the World Championships? This race pits him against the toughest field of Tiny Whoopers to date. Now let's take a lap on the track that these titans will wage battle on one last time, here in moments. The takeoff zone features oversized drink coasters and sets the pilots up for a long straightaway to push to the hole shot. Our hole shot is just that, a huge LED hole, the opening to the LED tunnel. A quick left through Creeper's Corner, don't crash there, no one likes talking to that guy. Still sweeping left, we go through the first window gap and straight across the opposite window into the musician's studio. No time to stop for a cold drink, we orbit our hairpin turn around the beerless fridge and shoot back through to the dining room and set up to go through the carousel of the new rectangular Tiny Whoop gate, followed up by the oval Tiny Whoop gate and another rectangular Tiny Whoop gate. Time to hit the bar through the raised elevated LED oval hoop and into the back straightaway, into the final Tiny Whoop oval gate and turn. And as we pass a color changing cloud, that is a lap down. It's a 5-lap race. Let's get the whoop started now. Pilots are ready. This is the final championship race of the Tiny Whoop Alley Cat Coffee Cup Invitational. 3, 2, 1. Tiny Whoop. Great start for Jet. NODEVA right into the backside of Jesse P. And Jet with the whole shot and on his way, while the rest of the field is recovering from the carnage behind him. Remember, the race is not won on lap number 1. MOKE has moved himself up to second with NODEVA hot on his heels, and Jesse P is battling with the LED tunnel of hoops in fourth. On board with our leader Jet, watching the rest of the field cross underneath about 5 to 7 seconds back. Whoa! Barista, oof, double chin. Jet gets around him. NODEVA sees the leader 1.5 seconds ahead onto lap number 2. Jet with a 29.4 opener and NODEVA with a 31.0. NODEVA now has Jet in his sights, looking for that opportunity to pass, and there he goes to the front with a high side pass before the carousel. NODEVA with a bit of a lead, but Jet crosses onto that lead lap just 1.2 seconds back in this battle for the front. Oops! Oh no! NODEVA on his lid. Aside from the lead change, it's MOKE with a chance to make the biggest move. Ooh, there's Marshall Cody. Good night! MOKE smacks into the Marshall Cody, and now Jesse P moves up into second. Jesse P has found a gear. Jet still leads and crosses onto lap number 4, but Jesse P is only about 4.5 seconds behind. NODEVA's back up. Jet still solid now, lapping NODEVA right below him. Oops! Announcer jinx, he's loosey-goosey, and wow, right at the hairpin of the beerless fridge, Jesse P made the pass to take the lead. There's that second gear Jesse P picked up, and as he hits that final turn, he's rattling that mirror ever so gently with micro prop wash, and posts his 17.6, fastest lap so far. Here comes Jet now, 2.8 seconds. Jesse P crashes out at the end of the LED tunnel. He's back up, but Jet is right on top of him. Now Jet up into the 1, but Jesse P is poised to reclaim. Jesse P back up in front of Jet. Will he be able to hold him off? Jesse P is pulling away down the bar by some old guy. Final turn. There's the checkered line. Jesse P is your Tiny Whoop Alley Cat Coffee Cup Invitational champion. Jet pulls up the number 2 spot, 1.2 seconds back. Meanwhile, NODEVA, let's not forget about that guy. He's caught up with MOKE, sliding ahead. Man, not his night. Steady as MOKE goes back into the hoops. An oversized coffee cup. How appropriate. There's NODEVA crossing over. NODEVA is your second runner-up and third on our podium. And a nice Alley Cat send-off for MOKE, finishing 4th overall. What a race. What a championship. What a whoop. Do you think you have what it takes to be a champion? Or do you just want to have the most fun FPV you've ever had? Visit tinywhoop.com for tips, tricks, and a hookup on all of the whoopifications and upgrades for your Tiny Whoop. Join the revolution. Host a race near you. Anywhere and everywhere is waiting to be whooped by Tiny Whoop. Be sure to thumb, subscribe, and share. Until next time, keep your camera focused on the finish line. Full throttle, wide open, Tiny Whoop.